Hello friends, my name is Ceci Mason, and in this watercolor tutorial we're going to be painting tulips that are to be gifted and kept. It's going to be a darling arrangement and elegant, and the link for all the materials, you can choose which ones you prefer, are at the bottom of my LTK link. I'm going to use the size number 3 brush. Grab a couple of containers with water, clean water, paper towel, and let's get started. For color, I'm starting with pink, and I'm keeping it very light by dipping my brush in water first and then picking up a little color and adding more water to dilute it. So that's how I get like a light pink for my cute little tulips. And I'm just doing 2 brush strokes. It's almost like one to the right then one to the left, creating a heart shape to create the tulip shapes. So I use the size 4 brush, and basically it's the stroke is like a oval, a little bit pointy to the top, almost, you can see that it sure looks like little hearts, which is so perfect for this time of the year. And then while all this dries, and I'm just doing a cute little arrangement as I go along, I can make a few touches of, to make them a little lighter. You can always take the paint out with a dry brush or with a wet brush, but without any color in it. So if you dip the brush in water, you can just go over and lift the paint to make it a little bit lighter. So then while that dries, I'm going to go ahead and paint the glass jar using the entire painting is using my 4 size brush. I paint the shape. It's like a oval glass jar, and then I add a little bit of water, very light gray. So just tip your brush into the paint and then water to dilute it, and add a little bit of the darker gray on the edges and pick up a little bit of blue. And if it's too much blue, add a little bit of water to dilute it so it's not so strong. And then while that part dries, we can work on the top. But you can see that I'm just doing a few touches on the gray, so it really gives the impression that is oval glass vase. You can always go around a little bit more. And I love the water feel, which is that translucent dimension. While that dries, I go ahead and paint different kinds of pressured tulip stems. Make sure you come all the way down on the stem, and you can use that green, which is the regular green with a little bit of the yellow and a bit of sage. It creates that pretty green color. Really enjoy that. So excuse me. Then you're gonna add more water into the vase, and to give it that impression that there's actually water. You can kind of see as I go around. And what I'm doing now, just reinforcing the tiny tulips by adding a few dots in between the leaves to give it the impression that there's suggest more petals, and even a few soft vertical lines to give the impression of depth and layers as well. You can do that. I do this with the pink color, the regular pink color, not the light version, of course. And then you're just gonna go all the way around and make sure that you add the few lines even inside the tulip to give that impression of more leaves, so it can be like a line going up and down. And if you want, you can even add a darker color on the tulips, on the bottom of the tulip. You can add a little bit of a darker color Some people do that, sometimes add dark color on the top, other people will do it, add darker color on the bottom, and other times, you know, uh, it just really depends on your preference. And this is again for a greeting card for someone. So I have the ruler that helps me put the vase entirely a little bit to the left so that I can sign to the right. So then after all this, just doing the final touches, over here I go back to the green and add some more. So here I'm just doing a little bit of touch up. As you can see, this makes such a cute little greeting card for someone to, you know, write a special note in there. And remember to dry completely and then spray. I have all the materials and all the supplies linked on my LTK, so like to know it so you can get everything there. And you know, just go at your own pace and relax, enjoy. If you want to have a little cup of tea while you paint and wind down, it's a great way to enjoy your watercolor and listen to some peaceful music. It's a very therapeutic. And I hope you're enjoying this tutorial. Go ahead and subscribe so you can follow more videos. And I love painting cards because you give them away and it's a keepsake. People don't throw this away, they keep it and they enjoy it. They can even frame it because it's a 5x7. So it's just a lovely gift that you can give to someone that they will cherish for a very long, long time. So then I go ahead and do the leaves. There's a couple of ways you can do this. You can draw a leaf and then fill it in and paint inside the leaf. Or the other way, you put the brush, you add a little pressure and you turn your brush and you just let it flow. So you can add a few petals here and there, and if you want to fill in the middle of the floral arrangement as well, you can do that to give it a little bit more depth, and that will look great as well. If the video is too fast for you, feel free to pause and paint and go along. And I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, please subscribe. Every Thursday I post a new painting video at 9 p.m. Eastern. So come paint with me. And if you miss it, don't worry. You can always watch the replay. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I'm releasing a print on February 15th. It's called The Botanical Blooms, which will be on tabletop linens, paper goods, and art prints that I design. Thank you. I'll see you next week. Puppy dog. Yeah, just keep adding a little bit more leaves and your painting is going to be beautiful. All right.